Every pregnancy needs utmost care and attention. But certain pregnancies need a little extra attention. An Rh negative mother carrying an Rh positive baby is at increased risk of complications. BSV is at the forefront to ensure safe delivery in every Rh negative pregnancy.
Hello and welcome to the Outside View presented by Women's Crick Zone and brought to you by BSV, Puma, Food and Wellness, MRI Hospitals and MPL Sports Foundation. So England have made it to the finals and South Africa lost the game today by 137 runs. Yet again, they've been knocked out from the semi-final games, but we always keep talking about the outing of the teams, their journey in the tournament. And to discuss the outing of South Africa in this World Cup, I have alongside me Dane and Britney. Welcome both of you. Of course, it was an emotional thing for many people, not just the South African fans out there. Coming to you, Britney, first, we were discussing it in the post show as well, that South Africa's exit means that a lot of people were wanting them to go to the finals only because of the fact that we'll get to see probably a new World Cup champion there. England have won it 4 times, Australia have won it 6 times. And the way South Africa played this tournament, we probably wanted to see them at the top this time around.
Yeah, we wanted that fairy tale ending for South Africa. We look at the cricket they've played in the last 3 to 4 years and how they have developed tremendously as a team. This would have been a perfect way to top off, I would say, a rough year for everyone during this COVID period.
Definitely. And number 2 ODI ranked side they were when they entered this tournament, did well in the bilateral series as well. And that's why they were termed as the favorites. And that's what they showed through their performances as well, Dane. So it's a journey, it's a process that you take the team to the World Cup there. But we've seen that they lost the semis in 2017. Of course, you were a part of the team then. And now this time around as well. What do you think is that one thing that probably don't go South Africa's way in this knockout stages? Because it's tough to take the team out of it once again when you've tried for it for so long and then you're knocked out from the semis.
Yeah, look, if I had the answer, we probably wouldn't have we wouldn't have been knocked out of the semis. We probably would have, made sure that we got into the finals. But I mean, it's just one of those days, one of those games. South Africa had tight games, but I don't feel like they've put many feet wrong. They've been playing really good cricket, and today they just got beaten by a better side. And you have to give credit where it's due. The way that England played, especially the way they've come back, it does not take away from what South Africa has done. They've surely made the whole country proud. As I said in the post match, certainly made everyone very, very proud. And as I say, if I had the answer, we would have been in many finals. So unfortunately, that's just how I guess the dice rolls, and the team has to pick themselves up, dust themselves off, take this time. They need to be disappointed. I'd be surprised if they're not disappointed. But dust yourself off. There's a home T20 World Cup next year, and we're certainly going to go, start preparing for that.
Is there a mental blockage there, but Dane, considering that these exits, if we take into consideration?
Well, there can be some elements of a mental. No, I won't say block, but I mean it is a World Cup semi-final, and mentally it takes a massive toll. So yeah, I don't think it's a block, but I think mentally, it does obviously play on your mind. And yeah, people can say, oh, South Africa in semi-finals, but how many teams get into semi-finals? And this team has been doing it consistently. So yeah, there is a time that's going to come that this team's going to be in a final and hopefully take it. All the way.
Of course, and we are all hopeful to see that happen very soon, as you're mentioning the same. Let's just have a look and a word on the outing of South Africa, the players and the performances that we've seen in this tournament so far. Of course, when you talk about South Africa's batting, we know that firstly we have to talk about Laura Wolfard. The way she's played, the approach that she's shown. She's so young, yet playing in a World Cup that probably she didn't look under pressure. Today wasn't her day, of course, but the kind of innings that she's played for South Africa in this tournament once again put all of us in awe, Britney.
Yeah, number one batter in the world, such a incredible talent at such a young age. The fact that her career now basically really starting on, and since she's so young, you look at the importance of how Wicket today, or the way England celebrated taking that wicket, because she has been that foundation for South Africa throughout the World Cup. And today she did not really she did not get off, but such so much so talented. Going forward, she's going to be one of the players who's going to continue to break records in the competition and in women's cricket.
Playing alongside her, Dane, of course, what can you tell us about the work ethics, the process that she follows? Because consistency is always what we keep talking about. We of course see players come in and perform for the side, but doing that on a manner that she's done this tournament, coming in and bringing in those 50s and holding the fort of the side, providing the team with good starts. Especially all of us were all in the kind of consistency that she's shown in this tournament so far. What can you tell us about her that makes her stand out from the others?
Yeah, she's the ultra professional. She's such a professional person in general. So she's really impressive. Everything she does. You speak about consistency when you speak about Laura, but everything she does off the field is consistent as well, and that's obviously testament, and it shows on the park. So it's obviously very nice to see her. Being the number one. I know how hard she's worked for that, and it's really it's well deserved. And hopefully, she can just build from this. And as I said, I think she's already a legend, not a legend in the making anymore.
Not a legend in the making. She's already a legend, and Britney completely agrees to that as well. And of course, Marisa Ankap, as we saw her registering her first 5 wicket haul in her international career with the bat as well and with the ball as well. She showed us that what experience can bring to the table. One of the important players for South Africa in this tournament, and the kind of talks also she was having with the players in the matches, I noticed that she was trying to up the morale of the side. Whenever she was batting, she was trying to give those inputs to the non-striker at the non-strikers and being at the non-strikers end as well. And she's played a key role as well. Looking back at the campaign, Marizan Cup's performance is definitely one that you will remember for a long time, isn't it, Brittany?
Yeah, a senior player that has so much experience in the team. The way she tried to carry the team and lift the team throughout the tournament, each and every game, show that how close South Africa team have gotten in the past couple of years, and the fact that how important this World Cup was for them. They really wanted to come out on top. The amount of work they've put in the past years. Yeah, so much young players coming up and stepping up. It's fortunate like that they did not come up on top, but she continues to be that leading world class all rounder in world cricket. Some really really great figures in the World Cup, and she's really really class with the bat also.
Definitely. And if you have to talk about her work pressure, we see she opens the bowling, and whenever the team needed her in the middle order as well, she came in and provided those important runs for the side as well. Dani, what would you add about her?
Yeah, look, like Brittany said, she's the ultimate competitor. She always wants to do well when she's out there in the middle. None of us ever know where we're going to be in the next 4 years, and this might be some of our last. Maybe if we get this, spared, and we'll be able to do another 4 years, 100%. But I think that's the thing for her is she's there at the World Cup. She wants to dominate. She wants to do well, and she wants the team to win. That's the most important thing, and that's why that's also something I saw that her like speaking to the team, rallying the troops. That's what you want from your seniors as well. And yeah, obviously sad for the whole team that obviously that fairy tale didn't happen. But again, it's such a quick turnaround. There's a Commonwealth Games around the corner. There's a T20 World Cup around the corner. So a lot of learnings, and I can't wait to get back into the environment and find out what the teams learned, and maybe we can implement those learnings.
You, of course, missing out from the World Cup done meant that Sunil had to take up the role of the captaincy and captaining a team into the World Cup. Firstly, playing for your country is a very big moment for any player, and then getting an opportunity to lead the side. How would you rate, and what are your opinions on Sunili's captaincy, the way she's carried the team? Once again, she today would have found herself in a emotional position there after having not made it to the finals. But as you said, a lot of positives to take from the campaign.
Yeah, look, I think Sunaya has done an incredible job. She got put into probably a tough spot. Just saying, oh, Sunaya, you need to go captain at a World Cup. But she done it incredibly well. She did it with grace. She did it with such calmness. Looks like she's been doing it forever. So I have to commend her there. Tactically, she just got better and better by every game. And yeah, her batting is coming to her own. Really good performances with her bat. She has. I can sing her praises the whole day. She's been incredible, and it's nice to know that there's these players that can step up as leaders when called upon. And again, yes, emotionally it must be tough. Especially, I know she will kind of put it on her shoulders as well. That's just the type of person she is. She really wants to do well for the team and lead by example as well. So, but by that, I think I did drop her a message and just say that she's a lot to be proud of. She can keep her head held high, and come back with the proud shoulders and not doubt whatever she's done, because she's been incredible.
And this semi-final game was her 100th one-day international game as well, Britney. And she can now proudly look back at the way she led the side in Dane's absence, and can just take another feather into her cap now.
Yeah, whenever she had to take over for Dane, she has stepped up and led the team tremendously. And captaincy has really worked for her. It's been some great performances since she take over from the captaincy. Her batting has improved, her leadership quality has improved, and the fact that as we spoke earlier on, that how a lot of senior players are stepped up, and has really made her job a lot easier, because they are taking out a lot of weight off of her shoulder. Always sharing more messages, and trying to help out on the field. That's what you want from your senior players. A lot of people feel that when there's a skipper, the team skipper just have to make all the decisions. But I like the idea that the senior players come together and they share their opinion and suggestions, and and at the end of the day, it comes up as a team plan, just not a skipper plan, and it had made her job a lot easier.
Definitely. And of course, when we come to South Africa's bowling unit there, we know that the Pacers, the South African Pacers have done a great job in this tournament. They've taken highest number of wickets as well as a pace unit there. And we've been always talking about Shabnim Ismail, Ayabonga Khaka, Marizan Kap there, and Masabata class also coming in. So the bowling unit there, all boxes were ticked there, Dane, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. I kept on saying I think the way Masabata class stepped up as well. We always speak about the trio, but the way she came in, she was very unlucky today. Created a couple of chances with Wyatt, and it wasn't taken, unfortunately. And she did. I mean, all the games that she came back after that injury scare, she's just been incredible. And before that as well, Chloe Tryon, bar today, going at 7th, she's been incredible as well. And no doubt, all the boxes are ticked, and again, you take learnings out of everything, and again, there's a lot more positives for this team than negatives, in my opinion, that they can take away from this World Cup.
Definitely. And just a negative that we probably would strike our mind is the number 3 position that was played a lot there, Britney. We saw Tasmin Brits coming in, couldn't make a larger impact on the game with her bat, and then Lara Goodall coming in. And in the game against England in the semi-final, of course, she looked comfortable. She was playing her shots, and the team, of course, continued with her in the last few games. So looking back, do you think the middle order consistency, of course, we saw eventually Mignon Dupria coming into her own. We saw, of course, Marizan Kap putting up those important performances for the team. But the number 3 position was a little bit of concern there for South Africa in this outing.
Yes, it was, but as you rightfully said, this in the semifinals, Goodall came in and she made a statement, the fact that she would like that to be her position in the absence of Dane, but um there's a lot more series coming up. There's, as you said, Commonwealth game, there's the World Cup and stuff like that. So I just had to go back to the drawing board and find, and we also have to remember that not only that they got injured before the World Cup, their number 3 batter also was injured, so it made things a little difficult. But going forward is just to try to find the right remedy. Obviously, that they will be back, but try to find out who will be the next best option outside if Dan is not batting at 3.
Definitely. And now let's know about what's going to be the way ahead for South Africa with all the tours that have been planned. Of course, we know that South Africa is going to play Ireland and then they're going to play England as well, Dane. How excited are you to watch that in action ahead of the Commonwealth Games, of course? And how do you think the team is shaping up there? There are a lot of positives, as you mentioned, a little bit of concern areas there. But how do you see the team coping up with this semi-final loss and then going ahead?
Well, first of all, hopefully I'm not going to sit and watch. Hopefully I'll be part of that. So I don't think I'll be able to do much watching anymore. But no, hopefully I can be there. And yeah, it's a really good opportunity to get into obviously Ireland and then into England, straight into Commonwealth. So it's just starting to acclimatise. I think the team's on the right track. Again, massive positives in this World Cup, and I don't think there's any cause of concern. No panic stations, in my opinion. The team is in a great spot, and just excited that there's so many tours still coming up.
Definitely, and at the end of the day, we always say that there is a winner, and there someone has to lose the game, but that doesn't mean that you don't have anything to take away. And probably the biggest positive, Britney, for South Africa would be Dane getting back into the setup, going ahead into the world after the World Cup.
Yes, that's true. And another positive is that South Africa could take it out. The quality of cricket they've played over the past couple of years has give them a chance to play that test match against England, which is a big is a huge thing going forward. Not many teams are fortunate enough to be able to play a test match, and a team like South Africa that's literally knocking at that 1-2 door and giving such good competition against people like teams like England, Australia is a good move going forward, not only for cricket, women's cricket in South Africa, but is hope for other teams going forward. So really gonna be looking forward for that summer of cricket before Commonwealth to see the competition going forward in that test match.
And when you talk about test matches, you always mention that it's the purest format, the toughest format that tests your limits, and that's where the players come out. So excited for that part as well, Dane.
Yeah, last time I played a test, we failed miserably. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go this time. We got beaten really badly. But I mean, it was the first time I ever played longer than 50 overs. So yeah, I think also a lot of things has changed since then. Professional, all those things. So it's going to be interesting to see tactically. I'm more excited about that tactically than anything else. Learning, the tactics of Test cricket. So yeah, very excited, very honoured. Hopefully, again, if all goes well, I'll hopefully be able to join the side as well.
Definitely. So this World Cup actually displayed a lot of things for us, a lot of inspirational stories coming in from the players as well, who are making their comebacks, who are coming from their maternity leave as well. So these everything probably makes this World Cup one to remember always. We've seen those close matches going down the wire. South Africa was a part of most of them. A lot of heart attacks there for Dane. Probably she switched off her television also on quite most of the occasions. And she getting back into the field after this World Cup. Probably she would probably miss doing that. But this was all about the South Africa review and the outing the team had in this World Cup. A lot of positives coming in from the individual performances there. The bowling unit went well. Unfortunately, couldn't make it to the finals, and we of course got England and Australia as our finals. But we'll of course join you with the reviews of other teams as well. But until then, you stay tuned to Women's Cricket Zone for all the updates on women's cricket.